Scsc really started for two reasons for me. It was both a personal reason and a professional reason. The personal reason was that both my kids were very different. I have a child with special needs and I have a child who excels academically. And I really believe there would be a different way that we could provide education that didn't have separate special education rooms that stigmatized and separated children, rather that children were learning together and learning from each other. The second was a professional reason. I really noticed how isolating a profession teaching is, and I believe from my past business experience that if we want a vibrant learning organization for the children, we need to have a vibrant learning organization for the adults. And so learning at the adult level needed to be central to our mission.
As far as math is concerned, all kids are placed according to their ability levels, their skill levels. And I like to think that we really raise the bar, we really try to challenge our students. K through 6, the kids are participating in the Singapore math program. And then we have a pre-algebra and algebra course that we go into. Again, we have kids that are in all sorts of classes. We have kids taking Algebra 2 right now. So it's based on their ability levels.
So the 100 Book Challenge is actually a leveled reading system, which is not something that's too unusual, but it's based on this idea that if you read 100 books, or if you read the equivalent of 25 hours, that you can create significant gains in your reading because you're spending time practicing at your independent reading level. The 100 Book Challenge is great here because every child gets to choose their own books, and then the teacher serves as a facilitator to help them get better at their reading.
It's the fastest way to make you smarter, actually smarter. Plenty of research out there. What's the most important difference between kids who have all the resources in the world available to them and kids who don't? They can look at and remove every socioeconomic difference there is, and the number one difference between kids who really make it is their reading in trade books. Reading trade books is the fastest way to make you smarter, gain background knowledge, and all of that. iSearch is a year-long independent study. It actually started for me back in 1992 when I started teaching, and I really liked the idea of choice in learning. I liked the idea that students could choose anything at all and bring something to the classroom, because everyone can be an expert in something. I also like the fact that we can teach all kinds of things through iSearch, such as library skills, research skills, writing skills, presentation skills. All of those kinds of things come into play. I do think it's the best thing that we do. I think kids leave here remembering, their 3 iSearch projects. It's quite intense. The kids have to present for 45 minutes to an hour to a pretty large community of people. 50 to 75 people sometimes come to these presentations. And I think that's valuable experience to learn that you can be in charge of your learning. Go out, find experts in the field, and we always say, life is an iSearch.
The best way to learn is to get out there and experience it.
Because it's fun. Miss Janine and I are constantly wondering, how can we get out of here? How can we expand the kids' experience, our own experiences? When you make learning fun, kids are more invested in the learning, engaged in the learning, and learning is increased. There's that old adage, I guess, if you read something, remember 10% of it. But if you do something or teach something, the more engagement, the higher the learning. So that's why we get out and about so much. And the more fun we have, the more engaged our students are.
I love the autonomy that I have here with how we really end up developing our curriculum and the way that we can really get to know the families and interact with them. I love the idea of looping, where we have this 2-year rotating curriculum, so we really get to know the students, we really get to know the families. All the trips that we go on with them, it's, we're camping and brushing teeth with them, so you really get to know people that way. I think what's different is just that it feels like one big family around here. I know every person in this school, and I can see them out and about in the community, and it's a great feeling to be a part of something like that.
I hope kids leave here knowing that they can learn anything, that they have resources available to them, that they understand the process of learning, that they take charge of their own learning independently, and that they have a spark in them that they want to learn. That's the most important thing. So if you think you can, then you will.
In some ways, I want to say a belief in yourself, a belief that discovery matters, that learning matters, that curiosity is contagious, that every day is a gift and we have an opportunity to explore and to get to know one another and to get to know ourselves and to make the most of it.